Yeah, so audio check, even though we just missed a carbon dioxide exhalation, whatever. Sounds like an exhale. Burps.
I know nothing.
Nothing.
I know nothing.
But I got a big soda, so, would expect a burp. Oh, wait, we're still on still. You ready to cut to this? Because this is like the best shot we could possibly hope for right now. Are we
Let's do this.
Let's do this. You sure?
Let's do this.
All right.
Are we live?
We should be live now.
I think we're live.
I think we're live now.
I think we're live.
I think we're live. Hi! I think we're live.
Here.
Yeah, we got 3 people in chat at the moment. So we've got Schultz Division with a hello. Marvel Guy saying first one here. I'm doing pretty good, Marvel Guy. Good afternoon. And then Steve D says good evening all, because, the best part about this is we have a worldwide audience, which means the whole rotation of the planet versus the rotation of the sun versus our position in what it's a different time of day. Cool. Hi! So I'm completely tired, exhausted, worn out. Spent a big hunk of the day yesterday working on the shop. Had a storage unit, decided that it was time to ditch the storage unit and consolidate rents, so everything that was being stored got moved into the shop. That had to happen post-haste because we didn't have it to the end of the month like I thought. We only had 2 days. So this past, yesterday, I spent the entire day with Adaptable Gamers Incorporated's help. Thank you guys. That's Zombie Prevention League, and both of them, they came by and worked our asses off for almost 10 hours, repacking boxes, moving things down, moving things out. So out beyond my studio is completely invaded with my crap right now, because everything that was stored up high, where it's warm, isn't up high anymore. So as soon as the live stream's over, I get to start putting it all back before the guy I rent the space from has an aneurysm because I've pushed outside of the space I'm paying for.
It's a lot of stuff.
Actually, maybe letting him have an aneurysm is a bad idea. Wait, no, I didn't say that.
It's a lot of stuff.
It's a lot of stuff. I got a lot of crap squirreled away in here.
It is intense in here. I'm not going to lie. There is a lot of things in this space.
Yeah, there's a lot of stuff going on right now. And something else I'm not worried about, like, this is a grid wall I usually take to a trade show. I call it a trade show still, to a convention. Doing Stockton Con next weekend, so why move this? It's easy to get to here. I'll just take it down to the con, and then I'll put it away where I want it to go, where it can sit until the end of September when I come back. Otherwise, I'm moving it twice in in a week.
Steve D says there's background noise. You have a fan on? Yes, there are fans everywhere.
There are multiple fans on. Is it too much noise? Do we need to turn it down? We have an exhaust fan to help blow the heat out of the top. We have, I've got our Ryobi fan, which is the quietest fan that's pointed pretty much at me. And then there's also a large squirrel fan that I've owned kind of forever. And that's blowing crossways to try and keep...
What's a squirrel fan?
Okay. What's a squirrel fan? Fair enough. I'm not entirely sure why I call it a squirrel fan. It's,
Is it a very big fan of squirrels?
It's a huge fan of squirrels. I think it's like it's a play off the hamster wheel, but yet it's a squirrel cage. So it's a type of fan that instead of it just being a rotary prop inside of a cage, it's a barrel that's got like paddle wheels that blow out of a slight vent out of the top, and it moves a lot of air. It also makes a good amount of noise. I've currently got that set up pointed towards Shop Gremlin and some of the puppers that are running around, because we've got both Bruno and Bean are here in the shop. So there's 3 different fans running. Anyway, if the noise is too much, let me know and we can turn 1 or 2 of them off. Okay, hear you okay. Just hear something in the background noise. It's going nuts! Oh, it's going nuts. And I have no idea why I call it a squirrel fan, but I have for a while, I think. Maybe it's just something I said right now. I swear I've been calling it something like that for a while. So have you ever taken a laptop apart and you got that, like, it's kind of a weird circular fan, but it blows out the side? It's sort of like that, but extruded. And anyway, and it has extension cords in the side and makes a lot of noise. And it's the older model. What's funny is I always thought like the full vents were vents, because the vents are about so long, right? 400 millimeter or so. But and then Ted, when we were doing the state fair last year, he has a couple that the vents are only about this wide, right? They're considerably smaller. Well, we got to looking at mine. No, that's all the size the holes are on mine. They just made it bigger to make it look like a bigger fan because it's an older model. They decided, well, this is stupid. So they just made it to be the size it needed to be. So I've got this clunkier model that takes up more space, but it doesn't blow any more air than the ones that Ted's got. Anyway, same brand, Lasco, whatever the brand is.
Right. Just put an ice cold water bottle in front of it.
Yeah, no, that would work.
Right. Swamp cooler.
I think we used this fan for a Gonzo shoot for the inflatable suits. Wasn't there one where somebody had a suit? There were some sort of a boy in a bubble suit, or they're trying to do it, and we're using this to inflate the suit so the actor had fresh air going into his vinyl suit. So it was like a puff up.
That wasn't anything I was a part of.
Okay.
But I did do the bubble on the head with the space alien that we pumped the fresh air in, and I gave you the leftover pump from that.
I've got the pump and the bubble back in the room back there.
Yeah, that was for the space alien.
Okay.
But that wasn't an inflatable. It was, you helped me cut off the hole in that.
Right, okay.
Yeah.
The one I'm thinking about was when I made the huge computer banks and they were independent.
Yeah, I wasn't on that one.
You weren't on that one? Okay.
I wasn't on that
one. I think there was a sequence where they were he was wearing a boy in a bubble suit, just a big vinyl.
I would have remembered that.
Yeah, okay.
Yeah, no, we blew up that one lady's dress that was like the 15-foot tall dress.
We used that fan for that.
Yeah.
Yes, okay.
Yeah, that, different problems.
Different problems, but
yeah.
Yeah, it moves enough air. Yeah.
Right, yeah, no, we had a whole inflatable dress. It was the biggest dress I've ever worked on.
Yes. The pop star, I can't remember her name.
Taylor Parks.
Taylor Parks stood on top of a rolling 12-foot A-frame ladder that lives in Studio A, so you can get around to the grid and the ceiling. It was just came with the building. It's older than most of us.
And I cut those into 15-foot strips, so her skirt was 15 feet long.
So
and she was on top of the 12-foot ladder.
Yep, because that's the way the math would work out. And was there any kind of safety thing for her to stand on top of that? Was that just...
She was straddling the top of the ladder. I was up there with her.
Oh, okay,
She definitely was like, this is way higher than it looks.
Yes, it is.
And we had that conversation up there. Like this is real. All right, take a deep breath. Let's just get through this because it's a big dress. It was a lot of wind, and she was at the top of everything.
Right. I probably have a picture with Felicia Martin doing a test run of it.
Yeah.
But, I'm glad to hear she was straddling it. So she had one foot on one of the actual steps, and the other foot was on one of the rungs. She's a little thing, so that's not a big... Aside from OSHA being pissed off, that's not a big deal, because the rung can support her weight. But, no, not the rungs. You know, there's the stabilizers in the back. And she was surrounded
by people who were all underneath the dress, holding the dress, because I was one of those people.
Gotcha. Good. She was okay. But,
she was safe. We were there. We did have that conversation of, oh shoot, this is way higher than it looks, you know, like the...
And he had to shoot it outside because there wasn't enough...
space, and we had to shoot up towards the sky to really emphasize
the height. And then you had did you guys manage to shoot around the telephone wires? Because there's like power lines, telephone lines right behind the shop here.
So... the storage bins weren't there yet.
Okay.
And I don't remember getting anything really in the shot that we didn't want. It was mostly sky.
Gotcha.
And dress. That was a lot of dress. I think the dress blocked out a lot.
Okay.
Yeah, but we had a big fan. That's what I used the big fan for.
Gotcha.
Right?
Yeah. Anyway, I hope the rando bounce around. So what's the fan noise? It didn't end up with too many weird side quest conversations. By the way, that's what this entire stream's going to be, because I'm completely brain dead.
Do you want to tell everybody what we've been up to this weekend?
Yeah, what did we do these last couple of weeks? We haven't seen you in, like a month.
Right?
It's been a bit.
I've been in San Diego. I have been a lot of places. I got sick there for a bit.
Right, I remember that.
Yeah, and now back. But one of the really cool things that happened was... we got to have our artwork in the museum.
Yes, we did. So something that really, really awesome happened last week was our friend Raul Gonzo got an exhibit in the Crocker Art Museum here in Sacramento, and it's still on display.
It'll be on display all summer long, which is exciting. Yeah. He's the guy that we did the giant dress with.
Actually, yeah.
Yeah. A lot of the crazy things we do after Smosh.
After Smosh has been with Gonzo. Absolutely.
Right.
Yeah.
And so we got to go into the opening gallery of when they have the members only.
Right.
And they
only.
showcase the displays, which was really fun to go to and talk with people and see everything and everybody and see what pieces of art that ended up being on display.
Right.
You know, because it's like, well, I wonder what he picked.
Yeah, exactly. And he picked stuff that was easy to bring into the museum. Because he's got his space to display his stuff is a little bit bigger than my shop, right? Which my shop is 20 by 30. So his space is probably 30 by 50 or so. It's a little bit bigger. And it's broken into 2 rooms. And the majority of the stuff he brought was framed prints, framed pieces. He has a couple of sculpture type pieces, but not very many.
He had a few mixed media. He did have a set, the airplane set.
Right.
And he did have the television with some of the still pieces.
Right. Yes.
That were in motion, so it caught the video of the
yeah, because every time he's done he'll do a lot of just photography sessions that were for him to have fun with and to post onto his Instagram, which I don't remember what it is right now.
His name, Raul Gonzo.
Raul Gonzo. And whenever he does that, he usually takes a small snippet of video to go along with it because he's there. And
he's a videographer.
He's a videographer.
What we work with him on. Yeah. So anyways, he had a big exhibit. It was really exciting to see him have this show. And then also it felt really good inside when he mentioned me by name.
Yes, that was awesome.
Right? It's like, thank you. Because, you know, like, our names don't ever make it onto the art.
Right.
But we do a lot of work, and it's fun problems, you know?
Yeah.
Are you going to show off what you got to do?
Yeah, well, I'll show off a few pictures, not just what I got to do. But,
okay. So you have them, so you can share. Nice.
Yeah, I'll just...
Oh, no, not that one.
Not that one?
Not that one.
That one better? Still not that good? Sorry, I've got a full screen going on
That was terrible lighting on that set, I'm just going to say.
Yeah, there is.
It was museum lighting.
Is this better?
Not... Sure, that one's beautiful.
Make sure I get approval.
It was... Okay, so... Raul and I go way, 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 way back, and our mentor is lighting. And some of my favorite reasons, like, I really appreciate the lighting on set when Gonzo does a set. There is the crazy colors, but it's once it's been lit and color corrected and you know what I mean?
Yeah, because he'll finesse it, right?
Yeah.
He's not afraid to take it the extra little bit it needs to go. One of the big things he does, and I do not fault him for this at all, he's always working with Hollywood flats. So he's got basically a big box frame that's painted to be the back wall. And when you set those up quickly to make a set,
seams.
you get seams.
Yeah.
And it's so hard to make them disappear. So he erases them with Photoshop for his still images.
Yeah.
I don't have an issue with that because that's not part of the fantasy that he wants of his picture. It's not like he's adding stuff.
No, but I appreciate that he recognizes the role light has in photography and videography. And
yeah.
So lighting's like one of my favorite things that you just don't notice. Like,
right.
When it's done well, you have no idea what's right, and when it's done wrong, you have no idea what's wrong. But it's usually the lighting.
Okay, that's it.
And the set was very well lit, but it wasn't lit for people. It was lit
not.
for a museum moody. Like I saw the lighting, but it was not meant for people.
No.
Like it was terrible on human beings.
But it was set by the museum itself.
Exactly.
And it was utilizing the lights that are already in the museum.
Yep. And it was a museum lighting setup, which is completely different than a Hollywood glamour light, which Raul is very not known for, but I see it as part of his unspoken part of his style, is the lighting, if that makes sense.
Yes.
And so I'm like, no, that does not showcase.
Yeah. That does not showcase the way I want to
it be
see
remembered
stuff.
or seen.
Yeah, because people are going to screenshot this and haunt me with it.
Right. So I appreciate that set and I love it, but the human beings in that set aren't the best because of it's not lit for human beings.
No, it's not. So I was downloading a few pictures that I have and throwing them into the still gallery thing that I've got here so we can kind of show off maybe some of the pictures we're talking about, if I can just remember how my own system works. But the whole thing with Raul, it was called Raul Gonzo's Color Madness. And this was a physical representation of a book that he had done recently, which was showing off a lot of his artwork and stuff he had. So this was one of the pieces that I helped him out with. This is a 3-foot wide yellow vinyl sticker that's stuck on the wall. And on top of it, he wanted to have dimensional letters and dog barking. Now, I didn't do much for dog barking in the museum because that wasn't really what we wanted. But the first thing he asked about was the name across the top that's actually done with rope, colored rope that he wanted, and we put baling wire inside of it so I could sculpt it out to be a signature. Because that's kind of how he did it in his book. He did it in yarn on the cover of the book with some felt cutouts for the rest of the letters.
Were they felt? I thought they were wood.
Were they wood? I don't know. They look like felt to me. They look fuzzy.
Because I thought those were the letters we used for that one set, and those ones were wooden, but they were painted.
Maybe they were.
Maybe. I don't know. They could have been felt. I just was...
The low quality picture he sent me, the pixelation on it made me think it was felt.
No, I believe it. I just...
So I ended up making these dimensional letters. Those are about 7 inches tall, maybe more like 6. And you can see the googly eyes, sort of. They're not quite googly. Inside of the O's of color. Those are actually paper cutouts, white and black paper, stuck onto the sweeping second hands of clock mechanisms. So they both move clockwise, unfortunately, but if you time them right, they go cross-eyed. And so they would just, one rotation per minute, because it was a second hand, and the eyes would slowly move around. And then the madness underneath it originally...
So it rolled its eyes at you.
Yeah, so it rolled its eyes at you constantly. And the word madness underneath it. Originally, Gonzo was just going to have that done as a vinyl sticker. And I asked, well, why don't we just cut it out of acrylic so everything is dimensional on your sign? Everything's got a little bit of extra. And he was like, yeah. So that's what we did. We ended up putting... I cut all that out of a 1/4-inch thick acrylic and glued it all together. And presented it to the museum, who then stuck it to the wall.
Thank you, Sesame Street, for teaching me my numbers and colors and letters.
Yeah, pretty much. Yeah, wow. Double punch, sorry. Yes, thank you, Sesame Street. That helps a lot. So the one set that was inside that we had was his airplane set. So here is Felicia.
Yeah.
With Jody.
Yep.
So Jody is a big part of Gonzo shoots as well. She's on set for makeup and hair, and a lot of the really crazy hairstyles that Gonzo's used in the past is all done by Jody. And at this point, she's the person I contact when I want a haircut.
Yep.
Yeah.
I send everybody to Jody.
Oh yeah, no, I just go to Jody's. It's great. She's got a room set up in her place to be a salon, and it's worth it.
Yeah, Jody's amazing.
Yeah.
So that's the set. It's definitely moody lighting for a museum, but yeah, I like it.
You can see it's really harsh down lighting, like a museum would want. It's really kicking up dust with fans. It's a white halogen pure light, something great for showing off an art piece, not great for showing off a human.
Yeah, and I think it's crazy the way the paints ended up photographing because
they're all the same tone in life.
No, they're not.
No, they're not? Okay.
No, that my dress is insane. Like that.
Oh, your dress
it
is insane.
So subdued with the amount of pink in that.
Yes.
Because like the colors of the fuchsia and the pinks that were in my dress, the highlighter colors, are so tame.
In this photo?
In the photograph.
Okay.
In every photograph in that set, all of a sudden it just tames, and it's really fun because in his world I'm tame, but I go out in the normal world.
Right. Okay, that's what you're just saying. So it's not a white balance issue or a camera issue. It's just the set is so overwhelmed with pink that you're not overwhelming anymore.
Okay. It's that these colors just blend right in. They become a neutral.
Okay.
If that makes sense.
It does. Well, you and Jody, knowing the assignment, showed up wearing Gonzo colors.
Well, no, yeah. Like as his art director and makeup hair person, of course we understand the aesthetic. Those glasses that I'm wearing are from the Barbie box when we did the...
the Barbie box with...
Kryptonite by what's-her-face.
Yeah, her.
So many projects we've worked on that is just, by the time they're over, like, I forgot they existed. Like, that. I feel like that was his exhibit. Oh, yeah, we did that.
I remember that, yeah. The Barbie box was a giant life-size Barbie cutout with a plastic front in front of it that the singer she got into, so it looks like she was in the box and had all these accessories in the wall behind her.
There was
and
a
then
good
the accessories
Barbie and
slipped
an
out,
evil Barbie.
swapped out. Yeah.
Because there was the pink Barbie that was the good Barbie, and she had good accessories like sunglasses, bananas, a pet kitten or something like that.
Right.
And then the bad Barbie, you helped me put the big giant nails through the body, through the bat, and then we had a pet lobster, and she had like crazy heels. Hers was fun. Like they were both fun, but that was from. I forgot the name of the artist, but the music video.
And we did 2 videos with her.
Yeah.
I think. Because there was that one that also had the car. There was like a lot of weird stuff in it.
Yeah,
the dinosaur.
Switching out.
Because the car was part of that one, right?
Yeah.
Okay.
I think that was all the same one.
Oh, okay. Wow. There's just enough stuff going on.
There's a lot of projects.
Yeah.
A lot of projects. But that one, the song was called Kryptonite.
Okay.
And the thing is I put her name on the box. And I'm trying to think of, like, I remember having to put the name on the box, and now I'm like, what was the name that I had to put on the box?
And we've talked about it before, and I'm sure someone remembers.
No worries. But still, those were an old accessory from an old project, which was fun to bring back up, and they fit perfectly in that. You know, I understood the assignment.
Right. Yeah. So anyway, that was the glasses which were from. Which, if you look closely, and you may not be able to see it at that resolution, I can't really zoom in easily. Those are just spray painted solid pink. She can't see out of the sunglasses at all.
Yeah, no, they're completely Barbie glasses. They're impractical, but they look fabulous.
And they do look fabulous.
They do.
And the one thing that Gonzo asked me to help as well with on this particular exhibit, these are vintage Airline seats. I don't remember what brand they came from or how old they are, but they are old enough that they have ashtrays on them. And so it's just a little flip up. You push the thing, and it's a little tin piece that would make the thing flip up, and inside of it it was the ashtray, and they had to come out so they could be empty, right? Because obviously a smoking section and a non-smoking section totally works on an airplane. But with these vintage seats, he didn't have all the ashtrays, and he wanted them to all be filled in for the exhibit.
Yeah, because it doesn't matter on set.
No, it doesn't matter on set.
Put your hand over that. Just hide it. We don't need to see it.
Right, and that's all they did.
It's not in the shot. It doesn't matter. We just need to get moving. But as a museum
piece where you want people to come in, sit down, and be able to take selfies, and also just to the left of the picture here of Felicia and Jody is the monitor, so you could sit in these seats to watch his video presentation of his artwork. Yeah, we needed to have all those holes plugged in with something that looked like the ashtrays, and so I ended up creating plugs. This is a picture of my hand. Up between my fingertips, I've got one of the actual ashtrays he's got, which he only had like 4 of them or 5 of them, but he needed 9. And so then in the lower part of my hand is the acrylic laser cut replica that I made that just dropped in to hide the fact that there was holes. Mm-hmm. And once he saw those, and Felicia Martin saw those, because she was there setting up the chairs again, they went, all right, let's take all the vintage ones out so we don't lose any of them, and just put blanks in all of them. So, all right, that's great. I'm okay with that.
Decent were enough.
But we got a couple of pictures of some of his artwork. I took a few pictures of some of his frame stuff. So this is one with the cars crashing through. That weird long snoot car thing, that's a repainted version of the prop goofy car that me and Keegan built for
that Kryptonite music
video. That same Kryptonite music video.
And it was based off of a Mach 5.
Yeah, it was. It was based off the Speed Racer Mach 5, because I also modified a Hot Wheels sized Mach 5 car that Gonzo then did stop animation with to make the car drive down the street for.
Because we were doing toys.
It
was dinosaurs. It was Hot Wheels. It was Barbie. It was.
And I remember it had a fork in the road, and I thought that was part of the song for making decisions.
Whether she goes good side and when she goes to the evil side.
Yeah.
So it's whether we saw the good. It was way more artsy in the. Hey, I wonder if I have it in here.
You might.
I might. But it was way.
It's your old master plan. Let me get this out of the way.
Right?
It was kind of fun to just leave crap on our set, because that was life yesterday.
Vicky T, Kryptonite. It is. It's this one right here. This is the mood board, what I was handed. Yeah.
That's okay.
This is exactly it. I don't know if I'm allowed to show people. But this
well.
Yeah.
That's not what I wanted.
You can share.
This is the button I want.
Yeah, but the master plan, this is what I fill it up with, is the artboards that I get.
Wow, this one's refusing to zoom in.
It's okay.
That's good.
Director Raul Gonzo, Victoria Asher, Kryptonite music video, and then this is what I was given. And then left was good, right was bad.
Oh, so you're listing how you want to do it?
No, this is, I'm getting instructions, so I have to make sure that I'm clear with...
You're writing down the instructions?
Yeah, with what they wanted, because remember, she was supposed to look through the thing, and then it was supposed to glitch, and then it was a giant shoe.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, you guys painted the telescope.
Yeah, it was all the same weird...
Okay, right. And so
the Barbie box.
These are just the images that he used as inspiration.
Yeah, this is the mood board.
Mood board, okay.
So...
Okay.
And this is for a different one. That was a good music video. But,
okay.
But, yeah, I remember that project.
So go look it up. It was, what was it? Vicky T?
Yeah, Victoria Asher Kryptonite.
Okay. And
Vicky T.
Yeah, Vicky T. So Kryptonite. That music video, Felicia and I are all over it.
Yeah, you made the car.
Made the car. We helped with some
That's when I was teaching Keegan duct tape and prayers. Like, he was trying to go in, and I'm like, no, we are way past that.
Yeah.
Duct tape and prayers. If you can't duct tape it now, it's not going to be in the shoot. We're shooting.
Because Keegan is a perfectionist, and he...
Amazing and a talented person, and I love working with them.
Absolutely. Yes. OCD in the right way to the T, with, like, end of the night, and he is cleaning everything up to where it looks like he didn't do anything, but he did, because stuff is presentable. And it's just, dude, we got to go home.
No, I definitely appreciate it, but yes, that was duct tape and prayers. It's like, all right, we had a lot, but it was fun.
We had a lot.
But it was fun.
Yeah, it was great fun. And it was really fun also when we did the Google stuff, because Keegan and I both worked on that.
Yeah, the car.
Working on the cars, we made it the inside of a car set, so someone could recreate the La La Land sequence and everyone's dancing on the cars. And I was building part of it, and Keegan was building part of it, and we were doing it separately because we had our dimensions, what we needed to do. I'm slamming together like cut off bits of 2x4. The camera didn't see it. I didn't care. Nothing was clean or good. Keegan's stuff was like, okay, I got out the and I'm taking care of the thing. It's like, Keegan, what are you doing? You know, it was this fine piece of art that he finished with, and mine's like, yeah, that's a set.
Well, because he's an actual real carpenter.
Yes.
And we build sets.
Yes. Then there's a huge difference. And so I'm not trying to badmouth Keegan. It was
we just
really funny from my point of view. It was like, this is going to live for 12 hours and it's going in the dumpster. Don't put that much effort into it.
I need to take this apart.
Right.
I've had PAs who've made that part difficult. Like, this has to get put away at the end of the day.
Yeah, that's
and
true.
we don't switch.
No.
Screws. Like, that person put...
Right. You don't switch up deck screws with construction screws with 1/4 inch. Yeah. So, because you've got the Phillips head screws and you've got the T25 construction screws.
And they didn't.
They didn't? No, it was great.
They didn't, but it didn't have to have all the different...
No, because you had to find another bit. Because on top of that, I think that same set had the 1/4 inch hex drive, right? So it's sort of like the end of a bolt that you fix, which again, a very secure thing. But dude, we could nail this thing together and just burn it when we're done.
So I may have complained to you when I was taking apart that set.
That's all right, not a problem. Yeah, it was some of the people we got to work with.
That wasn't Keegan, by the way, just FYI. That wasn't him, but there was somebody else.
No, it was Keegan. It was all T25s, which I get. I've gotten to appreciate that with Ted and Leah. Like, okay, yeah, I see.
We just pick one and we stick with it. I don't care if you have a reason, go for it. I will be accepting, but we pick one.
We pick one, yes.
We pick one. We do not mix all of them. If I can't take it apart with the same screwdriver, if I have to have 3 different ones to take apart the set, I'm going to cry.
Yeah.
Yes, so.
Anyway.
Anyways,
some other ones.
Traumatic events that we've worked on projects. Oh yeah, there's Keegan.
Oh yeah, huh? He's in the blue suit.
Yeah.
The same suit I think Raul was wearing when he.
Yeah, this wasn't the airplane set. This was a train set.
And this is before I helped you guys do anything.
Yeah, I built this set.
Yeah.
I got those were bus seats that I picked up from Craigslist.
Oh, okay.
Yes, and painted them and reupholstered and painted and got them all pretty, and then we built the train. Those are PVC pipes that the luggage is sitting on.
Oh, okay.
We spray painted all of that luggage, that color.
That color, which is a Rust-Oleum color. It's the,
No.
No, that one wasn't Rust-Oleum?
No, that's not a Rust-Oleum color. That is the quote-unquote light red. That is the bane of my existence. What is light red? Because
he's moved to spray paints.
No, I know, but this wasn't.
This still wasn't spray paint.
This was based on a very specific color from the IDK How music video.
Oh, wow.
It's that red that they had as
Okay.
that they painted everything in.
Okay.
It's a very specific color. They
Yeah.
called it light red, and when I'm reading the treatment, I'm like, what the heck is light red?
Yeah, tomato it looks like.
It's like an orangey red.
Yeah.
It's a weirdly specific color. That's the color. It's based off of that color from that thing.
Okay.
So, and I found actual vintage luggage that is that color.
Oh, yeah?
Yeah.
Oh, that's cool.
And I have the piece that is that. I still have it because I just didn't have it in my heart to paint the silver parts on that one actual vintage piece.
Right.
So it didn't end up making it in the video.
Okay.
But I still have it to this day.
Fair enough.
But those are PVC pipes. Those are IKEA lamps.
Oh, okay.
I made the curtains. Those are IKEA grass carpet, like the shag carpet.
Is IKEA grass carpet?
Yeah. And then that's Keegan up front, and I don't know the other ladies, but they all came on and did that when I wasn't there. They did the shoot, but I built that set.
Very cool. I have one other picture, and then we can move on from this. This was the bus shot.
With my little
Oh, yeah, a white pasty dude right in the middle.
So Odin's face is a work of art and in a museum, so...
Well, I'm part of a work of art. It's not all just by me.
No, I know, but I'm just saying.
Or all just me. But yeah, I ended up being right in the middle there.
Right?
Gonzo had this idea of this giant shoot he wanted to do with a lot of the people he worked with. He wanted to give everyone a chance to have a cameo. He knew somebody who had this bus that was already painted these colors.
Yeah.
I don't think Gonzo painted the bus.
No.
Sorry, am I interrupting your story?
No.
Okay.
I'm listening.
And yeah, I just remember there was obviously a ton of people here getting dressed up in this huge amount of... Yeah, you can probably name a lot of people here. There's this huge army of wardrobe and hair people getting stuff put together in order to go outside at sunset. So when the sun is almost touching the horizon, that's when Gonzo wanted to take the shot.
Because golden hour.
Because
lighting's extremely important, and he takes that into consideration when he's doing his photography, especially when it comes to people. So I do appreciate his lighting.
But that means we all end up basically facing the sun.
Yes. And Jody had to keep everybody from melting because that is Jody's work right there. All that hair and makeup, I can recognize it from a mile away, right?
Yep. And I was one of the last ones to come down, and I'm actually wearing a shirt that I owned. It used to be a part of the Krieger costume that I wore to Dragon Con in 2019. And you can't see the really balloony, goofy, blue pullover pants that matched Gonzo's color scheme, but, you know, I'm wearing all the right clothes.
Right.
But, no, it was amazing, because at first he was going to stick me on the bus, then he's like, no, why don't you just stand here? It's like, okay.
Right. You're a good pop of color. I need you right here.
Yep, that's probably very much what it is.
It's noon.
Is it noon already?
It's noon time.
All right. So, yeah, that was, yeah.
You're in a museum.
I'm in a museum, and little pieces I made are in a museum.
Right. It's like hard to be excited, but I'm excited. You know what I mean?
I'm not sure why it's hard to be excited.
Because you gotta stay humble.
Oh, fair enough. Okay. Yes.
Stay humble.
Stay humble. Yeah, I'm in a museum. It's okay. A lot of other people are in a museum.
But it's exciting.
It's super exciting.
Like, I'm so proud, you know, because it's like I've worked with you guys and all these talented people, and I feel like I'm making art to actually have it validated.
Right.
By being presented as the art that it is, as opposed to just, next week's Facebook post.
Yeah. Yes, exactly. Or a music video, which is awesome because a lot of people are going to see it, but you're going to remain basically anonymous on that music video because that type of credit doesn't happen on screen or easily with a music video.
Music video, the director gets their name on it. That's it.
That's it. Yeah. Which okay, but
you know, if I'm going to be working behind a director, I do appreciate working with Gonzo.
Yeah, absolutely. Yeah. Great director to work with.
Yeah, so it's hard to be bragging and like I did that, but it's like I did that.
I did that.
Little things.
Yeah. It's noon. I went ahead and opened up public. I don't think we're flooding people in yet. No, in fact, we lost one. But it's all good. Hello, everyone. We haven't been fielding your comments very much, but it is now noon. It's the first Odin Makes live stream we've done in July. So, hello, welcome to noon. My name is Odin.
Hi, I'm Felicia.
And we're going to keep rambling away and attempting to do a live stream broadcast. As a quick wrap-up reminder for everyone who's not watching, I'm beat. I was viciously rearranging the shop yesterday, which means this stream may not make it much past the next hour. And we're not planning on building much.
No, we're not going to get much done today. It's a little bit chaotic, and it's hard to be creative in a chaotic atmosphere. But instantly, it feels much better now that that pile of chaos is no longer in front of my face.
Yes.
Doesn't it?
Yeah, it does. I was okay with having the chaos here, because cleaning up would be part of it, and then we just blew past it and started ADHDing our way through the half hour.
Well, we were just talking about all the things we've done, and we've done a lot this week.
Yes.
Last week and the week before.
The week before.
Yeah, and
right.
So we were just talking about the museum event that we went to.
Right.
And we haven't even finished going through the pictures you had.
No, I think we did, actually.
We went through all of them?
I think we went through all the pictures that I had taken.
Oh, yeah, you did.
Yeah.
Okay,
there was only a few that I downloaded. I know I've got more that I've shared, I think, but those are the ones I could easily find. I'm looking at the interface to see what pictures we had.
Yeah, okay. Sorry,
So I think we're okay on that.
Okay.
That's all right. But, great. I was going to look at comments and see what you guys are talking about. Oh, the other thing I wanted to talk about that was interesting, another small reason why I have huge fatigue today and why I don't think we'll make it to the full 2 hours today. Yesterday was record-breaking temperatures for the majority of California, including right here in Sacramento. While not all-time highs that beat out everything else, it is an all-time high for the day. Sacramento was 113 yesterday. The previous record was, 109? 107 in 1984. Redding, I think, was one of the tops, where the record in 1984-87 again was 111. Yesterday it was 119 up in Redding, California. And then Palm Springs set an all-time high of 124. And Mojave Desert set an all-time confirmed high of 130. So yesterday was hot. And got to be all physically active, and that's why there's a ton of fans in here.
Yes.
Yeah, so I have no real gumption to get a whole lot of stuff done.
Yeah, too hot to function.
Oh, way too hot to function.
Be productive.
Alrighty, so I'm going to go back to the beginning because we didn't really talk much we said hi to people. Steve D is waving too. Still says you need sleep, shave, and a haircut, my friend. Yes, I definitely need shave and a haircut.
Yeah, go visit Jody.
I left I left this on intentionally because it's like, that's getting long. Oh, screw it, I'll leave it on.
You guys will see how crazy I feel.
Yes, you'll see how crazy I feel. I'm not gonna lie. Typically, I do shave every time I turn the cameras on. It was just been part of my thing. But it's like, don't care. And yeah, I need a haircut. In fact, Jody said I needed a haircut before the Emmys, and that was a month ago now.
Yeah? You didn't see her before you went to the Emmys?
No, I didn't get a chance to.
Alright.
Dad Does Junk says, happy 43 Celsius. Yeah, exactly, Dad. We were just, yeah.
But it's so much more fun to say 100 degrees, because I feel like I'm baking in the oven now.
We're just used to the Fahrenheits,
100 sounds way more impressive than 40.
Sure. Until you think about the fact that 100 degrees Celsius is boiling for water, which is 212.
Exactly. It still feels way more fun to say 100.
All right.
It's 100.
So you're getting more slices of pizza with anyway, never mind. Yes, it's all fine.
That's why we have vanity sizing. It's just because I like the numbers better.
There you go.
It has nothing to do with what the numbers actually represent. It's what I want them to represent. 100 feels big. It feels hot. I don't want to say it's only kind of hot.
Steve D is trying to tease me. Are you sponsored by Big Gulp today? I wish. No, I just bought one on the way in because I wanted some soda. Soda's better for me than coffee as far as waking up. I think as long as the carbonation and just the caffeine hits differently. So yeah, it's like also screw it. Here in the States, it's going to be July 11th next week, which the way we write our dates is 7/11. So 7/11 day, you get free Slurpees here in the States. I'm kind of curious if abroad, if that happens on November 11th. because that would be 7-Eleven abroad, because the way they write their dates, which makes more sense. You go small to larger, right? It's day, month, year. That makes sense for how you write it out. But now we do month, then day, then year, because we still measure things in the size of a king's foot. Why not?
It's because we like the numbers better. We're stubborn.
Okay.
It's not what it really is. It's what I want it to be. Don't you know?
Jerry Can is struggling to have 2 videos edited. He's got 2 shot.
It's often never edit land.
It's often never edit land. I can appreciate that, Jerry. I've got a few myself.
If I have to edit them, they ain't happening at the moment.
I can do it, but yeah, it's been hard to get going. Shotgun was talking about the fans, saying you normally call those fans blowers, so the one you're hearing is a little loud because it's actually a blower.
I like squirrel fan. I will probably be adapting that.
That's fine. You go ahead and call it a squirrel fan.
Because I'm imagining like a little squirrels in there fanning. I don't know.
Picture and sound stuttering. That could be us. This is old things here.
Hello from Russia.
Hello from Russia. Sweet. Hello, Ms. TV from Moscow in Russia. Strictly Games. I'm late again, but you're good enough because you got in early. Last time you showed up the last minute. Hey, Strict. One of the videos I do have coming up, I guess.
You have a video coming up?
Well, I actually shot a gaming video with Strict.
Oh, nice.
More or less. It was screen recording. So Strict and I got onto the Minecraft server because Shockroman and I had made a labyrinth with some traps in it. And some good stuff. It's one of those things you hit rando button and it could be something good, could be something bad. And the labyrinth takes up an entire Minecraft map. So it's like 128 blocks by 128 blocks. It's all built out of like bedrock and reinforced deep slate. So it's creeper proof. Turns out it's not some of the other mob proof. We didn't know that until it was happening. So Strict and I ran through this thing trying to figure out how to get out, because once you go in, the door locks, and the only way to get out is to teleport out.
Oh, I was going to say to solve the labyrinth.
To solve the labyrinth, yeah. It took us about an hour and a half, actually less time than I thought. And it wasn't, it didn't feel like an absurdly long time.
So did you save your baby brother?
Sure. No. We let the Minotaur eat him. I'm assuming that's what that reference is. Okay, yeah. I don't know.
Slap that baby, make it pee. That's not what they say, but in my head, that's what they say.
I forgot that was part of it. I didn't know it was a baby. I don't know the myth well enough.
His name is Toby, and I didn't realize that until I was watching the movie and I started bawling my eyeballs out. Save Toby!
Sorry.
Yeah. No, it's okay. But yeah.
So, it's all screen recorded. We also recorded our Discord chat, so we have audio. There will be a video coming out on Strict's channel as well. I don't know if he's going to put out like just one video of the whole thing, start to finish. I'm thinking I'm just going to do that. I'm just going to let the whole thing roll and just be the entire like 94-minute experience, because why not? It's just us talking and screwing around, and some of it's goofy, and it might take a minute to get to something goofy. But if Strict wanted to actually edit something down to make a couple of episodes out of it, go ahead and let him do that. And that way our videos are distinctly different. And even if he doesn't, okay, well, you know, whichever. But minimal effort. So I'm thinking about doing that, and I haven't done it yet. The one thing I do plan on doing, which I haven't done, is go back into the game and do some pickup shots we didn't have, like some flyovers of the map so you can see it. Since on my server we have a Minecraft replica of this set, I can always start and end my video on this set within Minecraft using the.
That's cool. That could be fun.
Yeah, so I think that kind of stuff might be fun. So I'll probably do some of that. I just haven't yet because I'm busy rearranging my shop and building exhibits for museums.
Right. Side quests.
Side quests.
Fun problems though.
Yeah, but if you want to see that video, it will come out. I will share it when Strict releases it. And otherwise, he plays a lot of videos. He plays a lot of other games, and also on occasion has a different channel where he builds props. So there's a little more commonality between us other than we screw around on Minecraft. Smash Up Mashups is asking, Despicable Me 4 is out and Deadpool and Wolverine's on its way. Would I like to make one of Gru's gadgets and weapons or a Deadpool mask? I would be totally down for making the fart gun. But at the moment, I'm working on the shop, and I don't think I have the personal energy to make a prop and edit the video. But dude, I've got Darkwing Duck's gas gun. Come on, dart gun. I said dart gun. I mean, that's the one I'd want to do. What's that?
You got to get back on your groove.
Yeah, I got to get back on my groove. Poodoo. Your get up and go got up and went. Hell yeah, it did. Climate change is hard to deny. We're breaking so many temperature and storm records. Yep.
That means we're winning, right?
Yep, Smash Ups. That means we're winning. Yeah, we got high score. We're winning. Smash Ups also prefers carbonated soda. What about carbonated coffee? Jerry Can, I would love to try carbonated coffee, but the secret is, for whatever reason, when I drink coffee, the caffeine derived from coffee beans hits me in such a way that I basically turn into an asshole. So I generally try to avoid coffee drinks. I found out that, hey, I'm a lot calmer and a lot nicer person, a lot nicer to be around if I just don't drink coffee. And that's an easy thing to avoid. So I drink tea, a lot of tea. Thank you very much for the Lion's tea you sent. And I drink a ton of soda. Because those don't bother me. Now, coffee ice cream doesn't seem to bother me, because that's just the coffee flavor. But because I don't drink coffee, I don't care for the flavor either, so I just generally avoid coffee ice cream. But, yeah. There's that. Do I want coffee?
I like a little bit of coffee with my cream.
Yeah. Yeah, there's nothing wrong with that.
Yep.
There was a point in time when I was trying to drink coffee. It's like, all right, I'll drink coffee, because if I don't put anything in it, it's a diet drink without having all that other chemistry stuff added to it that diet sodas have. I broke my phone, so I don't drink coffee. Louis Cossey, next up on Odin Makes, a swamp cooler. Yeah, you're not wrong. Brownie says, it's been a bit since we watched you all live. Honestly, I missed these. Hello, Brownie.
Welcome. We are being unproductive today.
Yes, we are being unproductive. Oh, I'm sorry, Brownie. You got a sticker in your ladybug outfit there.
He has a bunch of little, he ran through the grass and got, full of seeds.
Schultz Division is saying, that like button is a bit lonely. Give it a poke. Go poke the like button.
Encourage us to keep going.
Yeah, what's up besides the temperature? Exactly. Steve D says, we don't have 7-Eleven over here. Okay. Well, Steve D, I knew 7-Eleven is at least in Japan, right? And I don't know what Japan's calendar write-out system is. But I know that they're there, and there's a couple other countries I know they're in. So they have an international presence, but they're not exactly necessarily worldwide. And Schultz is lamenting that 7-Eleven isn't anything special here as well, but it should be. Yeah, you guys should totally get free Slurpees on November 7th. That'd be great. Even though it's a little teeny, urine sample size free Slurpee that doesn't have urine in it.
It gets you in there.
It gets you in there to buy other stuff. Yeah. Mm-hmm. Oh God, 7-Eleven is packed on July 7th or July 11th. I'm gonna keep myself messed up. Strictly Games thought we'd be in the mat for hours. And we're almost caught up. Nimbles is saying hi to all of us and the puppy. Schultz Division is working on a new song. Should be a summer song, but it's getting a little too late for that. Bernie Davis is here. Hello, Odin and Felicia.
Hello, Bernie Davis.
Yep, Marvel Guy, he and his dad love hazelnut and coconut creamer with their coffee. That's awesome. Yeah, no, hazelnut coffee is great.
Yeah, I like a little bit of coffee with my creamer.
Yeah, no, that's all good.
Yeah.
I used to put a lot of Irish cream in my coffee, but anyway. Yep. I wanted to interact with. I'm getting a scrunchy face. What was I rambling about before I went down the rabbit hole of nobody was paying attention? I wasn't paying attention. I don't remember. You were talking about other projects we were doing, I guess.
You were talking about having a video come out about working on the Minecraft.
Yeah, I think I covered that enough. That was just part of the distractions of.
Talked about the museum stuff. You already talked about the Emmy stuff.
Right. Last stream I talked about working on Emmy when I was making these guys. So we actually got progress last week.
I heard.
There's two different sizes because there's two different sizes of ribbon.
Yep.
Oh, yes. So Felicia was noticing that the ribbon is having,
heat issues.
Yeah.
It's separating.
Yeah, a little bit. Now, is it
And
actually...
it's on the one that we like. See? Look, it's actually separating.
Oh, it is actually separating.
It's actually separating. It makes me very upset. Not very... You know what I mean.
Yeah, and the flex tape is handling a little bit better, I guess.
Not really. It's
Not
just
really.
lumpy and bumpy. And this bothers me.
Okay. Well, that's fine then.
They can't see it on camera where I'm pointing. That makes me feel better.
Oh, yeah, there you go.
See? This spot right here. This is bothering me. Can you guys see what's bothering me about it? No? Alright, I will stop complaining then.
Stop complaining. Yeah, this is totally separating. Huh.
Isn't it? It's the heat. It's hotter than... never mind, I can't say that. Yeah.
Well, one of the things you talked about wanting to try and do was create some of the... One of the things Felicia suggested doing today was possibly making another ribbon thing, which I was not excited about doing. But one of the things you wanted to do was get some of the hollows. It's the voids between the wires, because there's times when on the actual prop there's a couple of wires missing, so the lamination can stick to itself in places. What if we just pull a wire out and make that happen? Like, can we get in here and pull out one of the blue ones?
Yeah, but I also think that we might lose the whole thing because these aren't holding as tight as I would like. But if we had them all taped and we pulled out like this wire before we taped the top on,
okay,
I think it'd be easy. And I think it would give us more places to smoosh it. You know,
yeah, well, that's what I was
more
thinking.
contact.
We pull one out, we can smash the tape back together, even though it's not. It's even pulling apart.
Yeah,
well, besides,
it's the heat.
well, I'm mashing it here.
It's that stupid heat.
Yeah.
Please, you should get the thing.
Well, it gets back to, do we find a laminate machine and let it run through the squishy?
Smoosh it and smoosh it.
Yeah.
I think we just got to get through this heat wave.
Okay.
I think we are in record heat wave, and it is Sacramento in the non-air conditioning. This is going to be hot and separate. Like, it is both.
Yeah.
You know, like if it was...
And it is going on a foam pack, so it's going to be heat sensitive no matter what.
Right. I think we just kind of got to not mess with it while we're in the heat. Does that make sense?
That makes sense.
Unless we want to rip it apart, but I don't.
No, I
really
don't either.
But the heat is not our friend at the moment.
No.
It is...
Oh, actually, I can almost reach this.
Which one? Oh.
Whoops. Sorry. Let me zoom in over here. That was not a good zoom in. Sorry.
What was we zoomed in?
You turned around, so I zoomed in on your bum.
Oh.
Anyway, sorry about that. But yeah, they're separating. So.
But at least you can't really tell on camera.
No.
You really can't. But I like this one significantly better than that one. So I am team. We can make another ribbon tape.
Okay.
But we don't have to if it's going to make us miserable.
Yeah, I don't think it's gonna make us miserable. I just don't think I have the energy or attention to do it today.
Yeah, no. Today we're not getting any production. We are not being productive. We've already accepted that, and we're not even going to have to try.
Then, of course, we'll need to make another one of these, because this is size for the big cable. In my mind, it's way too big for the little cable, whereas the one in your hand should be size okay for the little cable.
And I think we need the little cable size anyways for on the pack where the space where this goes.
All right.
I don't know, like...
Yeah, well, Bryce and
wait, hold on. Where's
Lewis.
the camera? I want this spot right here. I hate this spot. You can't see it, see? This is it's just...
Right in between there. You see
and
that,
it's not,
that line? That's actually a gap. The line on the ribbon.
Where the tape is just butted
not
together,
touching.
but it's not like the heat has made it overlap and underlap and separate, and it's ugly. And I know we can twist it, but it's way super thick and it's not a good texture. It has lots of wrinkles. It's not as clear. And if that wasn't there, that's the camel hair that broke the camel's back. Is this thing?
Okay.
If that makes sense.
That makes sense.
Like I like this way better than this one.
Okay.
Stupid thing.
Yeah,
it's right here.
Okay.
You can't tell it on the big wide shot.
Right. That's fine.
But
all right. Yeah.
We don't have to do it today, but I think we should do.
We should do another one because we have enough RV tape that we can do this again, or boat tape. Or
yeah, there's enough boat tape, and we still have plenty of wires.
Oh gosh, we have plenty of wires.
So we don't.
That's part of it. I think
materials.
we have to strip wires down to do it again. But we also know how much we need to strip down. We don't have to do.
It's not that much, and
no, it's not. I'm just whiny.
No, I get it. And sometimes it's like I've already finish that and I'm thrown it away. My brain doesn't want to think about it again, and I get there. But then my brain doesn't want to work on this one. It gets mad when I see this one going, it doesn't,
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And this one's significantly better.
You're convincing me.
Ethically, I would not give you this one because, you know what I mean? Like, I wouldn't give you the
stunt pack,
one.
camera pack. All right, fair enough. Even though we are effectively making stunt packs.
No, I know. But, like, this cupcake's better than that cupcake, and I know it.
Oh, for sure. James Allen saying hi, y'all.
Hi, James Allen.
Hi, Odin, Felicia, Bruno, and chat. This is Yanolith is here. It's been a bit since I've been able to make it to the live stream, but we're finally able to rest. Anybody else excited for Shark Week? That starts tonight. Shark Week's always been really cool on Discovery Channel. It's been used as a code word for something else that I personally don't have to deal with. But so that's the first thing that comes to mind for Shark Week anymore. But anyway, yes, that was always a lot of fun, and I enjoyed the fact that MythBusters even got in on Shark Week when that was happening. That's some good TV. Louis Causey gave up on coffee because it gave him heartburn. Can appreciate that. Plus, non-dairy creamer is flammable. Yes, it is. Creamer shouldn't ignite. Then again, Cheetos are flammable too.
Sugar's flammable.
Yeah, sugar's totally flammable. But creamer isn't necessarily flammable just from sitting there. You have to get it airborne, and then it gets flammable, right? Because you get the small particles in the air. Because
you need
chocolate
oxygen into the Yeah, because
same thing, MythBusters thing. You do an air cannon to get the creamer to go up in the air, and then a heat source, and it all just goes up in a glorious fireball.
Flour also
is also.
There's lots of explosives. Just because you can burn it doesn't mean it's.
Yeah, it doesn't mean it's.
It means it's completely edible because we eat burnt things all the time. At least that's how my mother cooks stuff.
There you go. Hey, I burn when I cook stuff too. Maybe I'll learn from your mother. But the whole how you figure out what the caloric content of something is how well it burns. Basically.
So that's what a calorie is? I've always wondered.
I think that's one of the ways. Please, internet, correct me. I believe that's one of the ways they measure it is either the heat or the energy given off while it's being burnt becomes a relation to the caloric content. Basically. Feel free to correct me if I'm wrong because I'm really good at being wrong.
The more you know.
Yep. Powdered sugar is also burnable. Yes, it is.
Exactly.
Bernie Davis says Frozen Empire is out on Blu-ray and he got his. And now he can pause and get a better look at the new packs.
Oh, yeah.
Ralph is here. Oi! Oi, Ralph! And, how can flour be explosive when it's not really a chemical? Well, it all has to do with burnable particles.
Everything's a chemical.
Yeah,
You're a chemical.
Yeah, there you go.
You're a giant chemical reaction.
All right, I'm not gonna argue that. Yes. and baking is chemistry. So is cooking in general. But no, it has to do with the small flammable object being in the air. And once you've done that, the rate at which it all catches fire is considered explosive.
Yeah.
Yep.
And if never...
Weathered Odin for the win. Thanks, Schultz Division. Yep, and I've also got MB Dyson 829. You're looking like Bizarro Odin with a long hair and unshaven look. Is my hair actually long? I guess it is.
Yeah, you need to go visit Jody.
Okay, I need to go visit Jody.
Go visit Jody.
I'll go visit Jody.
Yeah, that's what she said. Last time I talked to her, she's like, Odin needs to come visit me.
Yeah, and that was almost a month ago.
No, it
was a month ago.
No, I saw her last weekend.
Oh, okay.
You saw her.
I saw her too, but she had said that because she caught a live stream just before the Emmys, which that was almost a month ago.
So she's been telling you for a month.
Yeah, she's been telling me for a month.
Okay, yeah. Go visit Jody.
Okay, I'll go visit Jody. Hey, Jody, if you're watching, we'll come visit.
Oh. I have a while before I need a haircut.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. I'm just lazy.
I wasn't trying to eye you about that at all. One of the best parts about being tired, I don't know if any of you experienced this or not, but one of the best parts about being tired is that momentary
delirium
point when nothing in your head but television static, just and I have no idea what to do next.
That's okay. That's why we were keeping it short today.
Okay, good.
We have no projects that we have to get done.
No.
There's no pressure.
No. I do have one project I have to get done, but
what's that for?
The clock eyes for Gonzo's thing.
Okay, so you need to get that delivered to the museum.
Yeah, which I can get delivered tomorrow or Tuesday. But well, one of these buttons, if I know my buttons. So the O's and the color madness are on clocks. By the time we left, so a week ago now, the pink one stopped moving. Basically, I think it came down to I was swapping clock parts and they weren't compatible, so it fell off.
Oh, okay. I thought it was because there's too much pressure, like it was pushing.
It could be that too. It could have been catching on that. So
because you kept poking at it and then it would turn again, but it kept getting caught.
You kept
so
getting
I thought
caught.
It was the pressure, but
it could be getting caught, or it's just because I had a different brand name of a second hand and a different name of brand of clock mechanism that it just wasn't a good fit. So bought whole new clock mechanisms, made whole new sets of letters.
And the eyeballs work.
And
it can roll its eyes at
yeah.
you.
The eyeballs have been rolling for a day or two at home already, outside of the frames. So I'm confident that it'll be okay. And also, I didn't really know this, but it makes a lot of sense. Clock mechanisms, the little stem piece. So this is that's not my camera angle. Clock mechanisms, at least the ones that actually have hands and seconds on them, the mechanical clock as opposed to digital. When you go and buy those as a kit, they have different lengths, so you can put them through different thicknesses of a clock face, right? I'm so used to taking apart clocks and they're just waffa thin, but no, when you're doing larger clocks, and they're up to 3/4 of an inch, and that's what happened with Gonzo. He gave me a double set, and one was short and one was long. And I measured everything off the short one, so I put the long one in there, the pink one.
That would make sense why it was doing the pressure.
But it still had clearance, so I thought it would be okay. So I don't know. We'll find out.
Yeah, my grandpa made a wooden clock, where they take a slab of wood that's interesting looking
Yeah.
and you drill it through.
Okay.
Yeah, and that was like pretty darn thick, and that clock mechanism
went through it. Yeah, so I
Okay.
just didn't think about it.
Right? It's been a while.
It's been a while.
But clock crafts are fun. It's not the first one, and it won't be the last.
No, it won't be the last. This is true.
Never ending. I still am working on that Mickey Mouse clock problem.
Yes.
Yes.
So weird things that have no practical use, but could be fun, maybe to build, but maybe not.
Crafter and you going, I can build that.
Eventually. Nixie tubes, even fake ones, are really cool, right? Those are they look like old school. A true Nixie tube is an old school vacuum tube that has a series of lines in it that can display numbers. So it's a super steampunk, analog way to have a digital number. Something with that kind of a display that's hooked up with possibly switches so you can indicate which tube you're sending your signal to, and then a rotary phone mechanism, because I talked about having one here in the shop from a phone took apart for Gonzo, and I was playing with it. This is the mechanical rotary phone dial. I set 5 volts through it to an LED, and then you dial on it, and it makes the LED flicker to the number that you dialed it to, which makes sense. You're sending a pulse through the phone line to make your connection when phones were all analog. We'll do that to the Nixie tube. So you do the dial, the Nixie tube just counts up 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 to what it needs to be. Click to the next one, and just this weird way, for no practical reason.
Other than it's a fun interactive art piece that you want to hear it go click.
You set it aside as some Cylon resistant analog electrical thing that can't be right because it's not solid state. I don't know. But the truth is, it would be, because I'd probably have to run it through a Pi or something to make it work.
Right. This is what my brain thinks about instead of the things it's supposed to think about.
Yep. A television static noise? Oh, that was fans I was hearing. No, Lewis, that very will be the television static in my head. No, it is record heat for the time of year here in the Sacramento Valley. And even though the AC is on, there's also 3 other fans in the shop running right now. One of them is an evacuation fan up at the very top to try and pull the hot air out.
There's also a squirrel fan.
And there's a squirrel fan that's blowing, and then a Ryobi fan that's blowing. Yeah. Hi, Odin and Felicia. Austin Lips is asking, how's your day going?
Good.
There you go. Good.
Are you hanging in there?
I'm hanging in there, yeah.
Okay.
I don't think I want to go for the full 2 hours because I will crash hard and not get anything else done.
No
and
worries.
I've got Indiana Jones worth of boxes to put away still.
Yeah, no, it's a huge labyrinth in here. It's insanity.
Yeah.
It is pure insanity. Good luck with that, by the way. I'm sorry.
It is a little insanity to be here. That's okay. I don't mind.
Yeah, it's okay. We'll keep it light, keep it short.
Okay.
I'll let you get back to work.
Thanks.
Exactly.
There's just stuff everywhere.
Everywhere.
But it's great. One of the things I managed to do yesterday as well is pare down a little bit. The dumpster was empty yesterday. It's not now. Got rid of some crap.
Found a little bit. What project was this
Oh
from,
yeah,
by the way?
this right.
What was this from? Because I'm like, I know all of this stuff. I feel like I put this in this bag
But-
at some point.
No, you didn't.
You didn't?
No, you
Like,
didn't.
I feel like...
this was specifically put together by me for a project that happened a month ago.
Okay, what project was it?
Well, we had gold.
Emmys.
This was a first aid kit for the Emmys.
There
There
you
used
go.
to be super glue in there as well, which I ended up taking back home.
Yeah, and then...
And then the color we used for the Emmys. Yeah, that was
Yeah.
just the first aid kit in case something went wrong and we needed to fix
Duct tape
something.
and prayers.
100%. We are at the venue. We are in the place where they're serving food. Am I going to be spray painting it? No, I'm going to duct tape it.
So one of my favorite fashion accessories that you see on the red carpets,
Mm-hmm. You actually see that on the red carpets?
backstage of fashion shows.
Ah, okay.
Like couture fashion shows, you see the designer walking around.
With
It's
gaff
usually
tape
a lot
or-
bigger.
Yeah.
But specifically black gaff tape on their arm because you hit a point that it doesn't matter the hand detailing, the sewing. It's showtime.
We're at duct tape and prayers.
So look for it. You'll see it. Who's the person who's making sure everything has to look good and they're going to be wearing?
Okay. Of course, that doesn't fit me, but that's okay. That's why I made
The rope.
the rope thing, which is
Yeah.
not over there.
But it's funny because I was watching. I don't want to say the wrong designer, but I was laughing because they just went on this whole documentary of how they hand did all of this couture details of this collection,
Okay.
and it is game day, and you see her,
Wearing.
and I'm like, I love you because I know exactly what that is and why it's there, and I know what your job is,
Uh-huh.
and I feel you, and it's beautiful, and I respect it. You know what I mean?
Awesome.
Duct tape and prayers.
Yep. Let's see. We got Oculus is asking if they can see the chaos.
Trust me, you're fine. This is just imagine this everywhere. This is you're fine.
Give me a shot. Literally here. Put this on night sight. I'm going this way. Yeah, sure.
Dun, 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 dun. Oh.
Make sure. None of these boxes are labeled, my
Steve.
fetus collection or anything, so if there is anything wrong going out.
None of your contraband in the shot.
Yeah, none of my contraband's in the shot.
Yeah.
Nope, this is all fine.
Right.
I can share this one.
Turn the cameras around as we can see. Watch you put boxes away. LOL.
No, that's okay, because it's going to involve a 10-foot ladder and me crawling up a ladder, and I don't need to have the internet watch my butt go up a ladder. Refresh.
Oh.
Here. This is the exciting part of the stream where we get to watch Odin.
Don't worry, we're all watching you and we're live.
Oh, I know.
Pressure's on. Come on.
Oh, gosh.
Hurry up. Why are you so slow?
It's just a mouse.
More and more
Click it.
pressure.
There it is. So this is just my view, just to the left here, that actually has one of the fans in place, or the nice Ryobi one. But yeah, this wasn't exactly clear, but that little valley right in the middle there, that is skinnier than my butt. So not a lot, but I guess
It's 15 boxes high on the left.
Oh, okay, is it?
Yeah.
Because you've counted.
I've counted. There's a lot of boxes there.
Yeah, it's 15 boxes high to the left. All the way to the left, behind the ladder, it's 15 boxes high. Those are leaned up against the wall, so it's a tiny bit more stable.
Is it still? I counted them at one point. I don't know.
We may have knocked a few down.
Yeah.
Me and Adaptable Gamers, yeah. Yeah. Almost everything there. So there's a doorway with a little corner all the way to the right in the image. That's a little like 3D print room that we originally made as a space for 3D printing and like a place that Joe could work. On top of that, at about 10 feet up, is a deck, is a shelf, is a loft that all this crap was sitting on. So we brought it all down, threw a bunch of stuff away, filling up the dumpster. And so now I need to repack a little bit and start putting stuff back up there. And yeah, even so directly behind the Ryobi fan is some leaning cardboard boxes. Those are actually empty. Behind those empty boxes are green totes. Those go all the way to the floor. Those are 8 or 10 totes tall, and that's full of crap. And then behind that is a 10-foot ladder. So yeah, I've got a lot of crap.
It's a bit overwhelming.
Yeah.
I'm proud of you for getting it addressed and handled,
thank you.
because it's a lot, and
It is
I
a lot.
understand that it's a lot.
Oh yeah, it's a lot. And even coming in here, there's like a deer trail through boxes because we filled up what John calls Studio C, because just needed a place to go. There wasn't space to move in here. Before I can even start the live stream, I've got to pull carts out of the way just to get to the camera because it's so poorly packed and there was so much stuff that had to come in because of the storage unit.
There's a lot of stuff.
Yeah.
But congratulations on tackling the issues.
Thank you.
It's a big deal.
Thank you.
Yes.
Yeah. No, it is. I appreciate it. No, it is. And I don't want to downplay it, but my habit is to like, yeah, I'm humble. It's okay. No, thanks.
No, it's a lot. It's a lot, and
it's
just handling it takes a bit. Thank you, Adaptable Gamers. Not alone in this project.
No.
I'm sorry that I've definitely let you down. Too much. Yeah.
Deku's Iron Souls from My Hero Academia would be really cool. I actually haven't watched My Hero. This is Walker Interventions came up with a thing here.
Nice.
Yeah, no, that would be cool. Louis Cossi, Felicia turns in MacGyver with duct tape. Cue the MacGyver theme song. Of course, what goes through my head? The A-Team theme song. That's the wrong one, Odin.
That's okay. Yes, no, I can make full-on armor out of duct tape.
Mr. E, really miss your build videos. Do I intend on creating new prop videos? Yes. Lots of life stuff happened. There's old live streams where I've addressed it. Current life stuff, I've completely destroyed my shop, which makes it really hard to do anything. So creating new videos is going to require a cleanup of the shop and some cleanup of my space.
And you have to get back into the groove of making.
Get back into the groove of baking. It's going to happen again. I'm sorry, there's more delay. I got one out and I thought, okay, here we go. I can get one out a month, right? Yeah, well, that was 2 months ago. So apparently not. Sorry, guys. Yellow says, I've seen a worse of a mess than this. Oh, yeah. No, for sure.
No, it's
That's why the
definitely
pictures...
not a mess. It's just an overwhelming amount of stuff. It's not like nasty, gross, or disgusting. It's just a lot.
It's a lot of hoarded crafting materials that have been stacked up inside of a 20-foot ceiling room that just needs to be dealt with and pared down in order to make the space flow and work better.
Yep. If you can't get to your stuff, there's no point in having it because you're not going to use it.
Louis Cossi says, to move those boxes, you need top men. Who do I need? Top men. It's good deep quote there.
It's going over my head.
Raiders of the Lost Ark. Where's the Ark being stored? It's with top men.
Oh, there we go.
Yeah,
there
like
we go.
it. Ad Vixen. Odin gave you an excuse to go full OCD on your shop. Just one. Just once. Yeah, pretty much. Got an ad for a PC game. Oh, good. It's the Craftinator. Howdy. How's it all doing?
Howdy, Craftinator.
Hello, Craftinator. Is that like Terminator or is that like something else?
Trogdor.
Trogdor. Star Wars Andy says hoo, which I'm sure is a hello thing, but I'm not sure how to pronounce it any nicer. I could possibly reach without using a ladder. Yes, Schultz, you possibly could.
I feel like I could climb that Mount Everest.
You probably could, because I would crush it, but you could probably gazelle your way right up it.
But it reminds me of that crate game that, where you stack the crates and you see how many you can stand up on top of.
Is this a game? Is this a real life game or a video game?
No, it's a real life game. Like you do it when you're practicing?
No, I don't have no idea.
Rock climbing and stuff. You put the equipment on, and then you stand on top of the crates, and you see how many you can get high standing on the top of the crates.
Okay. Nope.
Yeah.
But that's okay.
It's a team building exercise. You have a whole troop of people, and the one person that has to go on the top and balance.
Okay.
I was the person who would go on the top and balance.
Because you have balance?
I won. Because
Nice.
you can only go to the top of the rope.
Oh, okay.
Because otherwise, what's
You're-
going to save you?
Yeah, you don't
From
have any more
falling
falling
Yeah.
protection. Okay.
Yeah. So, you know.
All right. Awesome.
It's the crate game. I feel like that's like the crate game. You could climb up there. I've gone crates that high.
Yeah. No, I
You
was
know
up
what I
that high
mean?
yesterday, because I used to install DirecTV, so I got used to ladders, which is a good and bad thing. I don't have as much respect for ladders as I should.
Ooh, I definitely have a healthy respect for ladders.
Yeah.
They can be pretty high.
Yes.
Yes.
And they can get pretty rickety, and they can get pretty unhappy to have, too much weight on them.
Yeah. That's okay. Can I was trying to get dresses.
They're covered with a pretty dress.
Right?
So, Felicia and I were just talking. I don't know. ADHD theater, and I'm tired. That's way. Coming up on Tuesday, Felicia wants to do a live stream on her own channel.
Oh, yes. On my Behind the Scenes Fashions channel on YouTube.
Yes. And she asked.
Odin will be coming onto my channel as opposed to me visiting him on his channel, and he's going to come on and help paint little miniature people for the avant-garde cape thing that I'm making. It's a Raul Gonzo project again, so it's not like something...
Yeah. We talked about Raul a lot in the beginning of this live stream, but it's basically be covered with like model train people and model train towns, so the person wearing it becomes terrain, I guess?
It's going to be a world with the trees and the people and the houses coming off of it.
Okay.
Yeah. And so there's
So it's not stacked like a layer cake
No,
where
it's
gravity
going
is down.
No, the gravity is
Them
the
and they're
cone. Yeah.
Oh, interesting.
So they'll be flat on the cone driving.
Okay.
Yeah. So, and it'll be kind of bigger towards the bottom of the cone and smaller as you go toward this top
Maybe
scale-wise.
get a cone. Oh, scale-wise too.
Yeah, scale-wise too.
Oh,
I'm going to
interesting.
keep it that one scale, but I'm going to put the bigger trees on the bottom and kind of the shorter trees
Okay,
at the top.
so
it's going...
It's all HO scale all the way up. She showed me the pictures. We're using HO scale train model pieces to do it.
Yeah, so it's going to be the whole train model scale, but I'm going to put the heavier, bigger foliage at the bottom,
Okay.
the lighter foliage at the top, just kind of to play with the cone.
That's good.
You know?
No, that makes sense.
So I don't have the structures yet, but I have trees and I have people and I have to paint the people.
Right.
So that's what Odin's going to come onto my channel, help me do. We're just going to sit there and paint a bunch of teeny tiny people.
Okay.
Crazy gonzo colors.
Oh, nice.
Yeah. So.
And this isn't like Perfection Museum, like war game
well,
quality.
people will judge you on your work because
It's
we're
the
going to be
internet.
doing it live. And
Fair enough.
You know, it's just as judgmental as anyone else is going to be. There's
Yeah.
always if they notice the problems, thank you for giving a crap to notice there was an issue. You know, like if you look close enough, yay, these people are this big. I appreciate it. You know?
Yeah.
So it's not high pressure, but it's just tedious, and it's kind of boring to do teeny tiny tasks, tedious tasks alone.
Right.
Like on a live stream. Like I don't mind sitting there quietly watching TV while I'm doing tedious tasks, but if
Right.
I'm going to do it live, it's more fun to.
Have someone to commiserate with and talk to and yeah, no, that's cool.
So I got it to do the tiny people, and so
Okay.
Odin's going to come over and help.
Yeah, sounds good.
Yeah, Tuesday.
Tuesday
At my house.
in your house. We will post the time we're starting, especially the Discord, and I will do my best to post it to my Instagram so you know where it's coming from.
We're going to try to get it done earlier in the morning because of the heat that's
Right.
going on here, and before it gets too hot because
Which I appreciate because my truck does not have air conditioning.
exactly. So.
Yes, much appreciated. So the YouTube channel is called Behind the Scene
Fashion.
Now,
Behind the scenes fashion.
Is the scenes plural? That's just it. That's what messes me up. There should be a link in the description. If there's not, Dan's
I don't have
probably
my
an
phone
awesome
on me.
guy, and we'll post that in chat.
Yeah.
But I believe it's Behind the Scenes Fashion.
It's a yellow polka dot that
Yep.
says Behind the Scenes Fashions. Yes, you can find me on Instagram too
Yep.
with the same name.
Yep.
But
And you go live almost every Tuesday.
I've been trying to go live every Tuesday. I did skip a Tuesday in there because I was really sick, but
Yeah, whatever.
you know,
It's not like I haven't skipped a Tuesday because I was sick, so it's all good.
right?
It's
and
live streaming.
It's live stream. I try and go live. I've been trying to make it a normal thing of going live every Tuesday for a couple hours at least. a consistency of time, not really.
Yeah.
Like, I try and go early in the morning, and if I don't go in the morning, I might go, like, it depends on what my schedule is that day, because I can't always guarantee it, but I'm trying to go Tuesday mornings, so we're going to go live this Tuesday. This Tuesday morning.
This Tuesday.
Yes.
Which is going to be, today's 8, right? So we're looking at 10?
Something like that. So.
Today's 7, so it's going to be 9.
Oh, cool.
Yeah, so July 9th at early in the morning California time. So it'll be a little earlier in the day for those of you who are across the pond.
Right.
Yeah. But, so earlier as in earlier than we are right now. We're looking at about 2 to 3 hours, maybe even 4 hours earlier than we are right now. Yeah. Right? Maybe not 4, but somewhere in there. Like 9. No, that's 9 o'clock. That's 4 hours. Yeah. So about 4 hours than we are right now.
Yeah, so that's the plan. If you guys would like to join me over on my channel, I would be glad to see you guys. Like, subscribe, help.
Yeah, like, subscribe.
Encourage the creativity.
Yes.
Yes.
Happy to. Should be fun.
Yes.
At Vixen, I don't know quite where the joke comes. I know where the joke comes from, but how it fits into what we were talking about. But Ad Vixen's letting us know that no, Felicia, you put the lime into the coconut and then shake it all up. Stephen Hall says, don't slow down, do what you can. This probably has to do with me getting videos out. Yeah, I want to get videos out. I'm not going to lie. I actually want to put videos out.
There's a lot of things
I'm
you
in a
have
grind.
to do before you can do.
Exactly. And it's that special time of year when a whole bunch of side projects want to hit me up like a freight train, which I'm okay with because not only am I painting miniatures, which is cool because that's a one and done thing, maybe, and that's fun because I get to hang out with Felicia. But I just got done doing stuff with Raul, which was a little paying side job. Thank you very much, Raul. I appreciate that. The Emmys just came out, right? So we did that project that took a while to get done. Well, guess what? There's other regional Emmy chapters who have seen the 8-foot Emmy. So I've been contacted by one of them with possibly oh, we want one. So we're going back and forth on is that going to happen or not.
So are you going to rent Emmys out?
They're not mine to rent out. They belong to. They bought them, so I can't really rent them out. So I might be building more that they then can just keep. And then I could see the San Francisco Emmy people being willing to rent them. The issues with that is you got to ship it cross country to the other location. You got to ship it back.
Right.
And then will anything get broken on them? If they just pay for them, then they get to keep them and they can use them again.
If they break, it's their problem.
If they break, it's their problem. That's a big one. But they'll have them again for next year and the year after.
So they're investing in a piece, and it makes a lot of sense.
Yeah,
it's because they're not going to not do the Emmys.
Right, they're always going to be there. And this last event that we had, I didn't find out about this until I just talked to one of the other event organizers, Joyce Mitchell. She was telling me that when the actual event started, so there's a socialization part of the event, right? You get to walk in, you get to see people, and you're all in that area that has the bar and it has a 360 camera and it's got that step and repeat where we can get their pictures. And then there's an 8-foot Emmy that you can get your selfie with, right? Or get a professional photography picture with. People knew that was going to be there because there was one the year before. So the line for that was immediate. The line for the Emmy was longer than the line for the bar, and
gotta get your photo.
Gotta get your photo in. When the event was actually starting, when people were going to go on stage and they're going to start serving food and they're going to start the live stream of the actual awards, Joyce came through and was like, "All right, gotta go to our tables." And someone turned around and looked at her. "I'm not leaving the line. I've been here for half an hour." So getting a picture with the 8-foot Emmy was more important than seeing the event to some of them.
Right.
Yeah, once they were invested in it. So.
Well, because you got to get the picture before your hair and makeup gets messed up.
Yes, before you spill food on yourself.
Before you've been partying.
Yes, before the wait staff spills on you.
Because nobody's going to care about how good of a night you had if you don't have pictures to prove it.
Accurate. So I hope.
Pictures, it didn't happen.
No. So I hope get to make more Emmys because that'd be awesome.
Fun
but in addition to that, working on yet another side project with Raul and his group for a groundbreaking ceremony that's coming up here in Sacramento. It's just a little piece, but still, it's a side project that's got paid, which is cool.
Yeah, and it's going to be in a cool place.
Yeah, no, I can't talk about it. Sorry, I will probably end up sharing it on Discord, but I can't talk about it publicly. That whole like professional courtesy NDA thing. So I apologize to everyone else who's out of the loop. And then in addition to that, Ted, who has been a good friend and has gotten me to do the video switching for the California State Fair for the past 2 years. This year I wasn't going to do it. They were going with a different group. Great. Somebody who's got more experience doing it. Good plan. They haven't returned his calls in over a week.
So you're backup plan?
So now I'm the backup plan. Yeah, I got called Friday. It's like, if we need to call you, can we? Yes. After they decided they didn't want me anymore, they're going with somebody else. I was like, no, I'm not butthurt about that. That's fine. I understand. So, yeah, another site, all in July. So what does this mean? I don't think I'm going to be getting any videos done. With cleaning up the space, so.
We're here, we're live.
We're saying hi to you guys.
Yeah, we can wrap up in about 5 minutes.
Yeah, I think we're working on starting to wrapping up. Yeah. Ventures Alex Stoner, how you been? Was that a good enough wrap up for you, Alex? Yep. Jerry can. We'll try and be here until Jerry comes back. He's putting the kid to bed.
Okay. Because
he's ahead of us. Ed Vixen says, don't worry, we'll always fix the AC right about when the winter chill kicks in. Yep. PJC 2.0, how's the Proton Pack coming along, Odin? I haven't watched the show in a while.
You haven't missed anything. We got some...
It's slow. I'm really sorry. The Proton Pack progress has been slow. We got ribbon cables made. We got figured out.
You dug out the Alice packs?
I dug it, yeah! Oh, hell yeah!
That was a big stopper because we needed those and they existed and they're mythological things until they were pulled out of the...
Pulled square out of my attic. Where did we set them down at?
I have no idea. I just heard they existed.
They do exist.
I believe in the Alice packs. I heard they exist.
Now it's a question of where did Adaptable Gamers put them?
I have no idea.
So I found them and I lost them again. It's okay, they're in a cardboard box. I swear they were just here, but I tried to say that these were important.
That's funny. Ad Vixen says, fun fact, they gave him an Emmy. He gave them a bigger Emmy. Odin, he's the man. What's this?
Proton Pack parts. I even tried to label them. Okay, so the top one is still my PKE meter, right? Okay. Well, it was. Now it's Mac parts.
It says Mac parts right here.
Oh, I grabbed the wrong box. Okay. Never mind, that's Mac parts. That's right here. Okay.
Here's the Alice packs. They do exist.
Here it is.
We don't have to go to the
no, we don't have to go to
the surplus place. Which, by the way, I'm still waiting before I can.
Right.
Yeah.
So there's the PK. Wow, that dust was great. This is the shoe polisher, one of the same vintage shoe polishers that the original PKE meter is built off of. That's what's in this box. And then there's a pair, right? Or is there three?
There's two.
There's two. Okay, so I got a pair of Alice packs with some of the pads. Is the kidney pad thing here? Maybe not. This looks like it's all shoulder pads. So we might need to go back to the place.
The surplus store and get the padding that it comes with.
Yeah, get the kidney padding. Oh yeah, I guess I do. Those are kind of cool. A couple of
they're little belt.
Yeah, they're little ammo packs.
Huh?
That. Oh, that's weird the way those fit together. Okay. Oh, that makes sense though. They pop open so you get stuff out of them. So I got a lot of the harness pieces, but I don't have all the harness pieces. So there's a. Oh, this is one of the pads. What's on here?
Strap shoulder, right hand.
No, this is what the pad I was looking for. It's actually attached.
Yeah.
Okay.
This is labeled. I was like, oh, that's nice.
Yeah, that is nice. That's what they're labeled.
It says specifically right shoulder. This is not a right shoulder. It is not labeled.
So this one is still pop riveted okay. Because somehow, and I'm sure lots of people let us know, this attaches and yeah. I'll set this down out of the way.
No worries.
You okay?
Yeah, fine.
Sorry. I just hit her with the flap of the box.
December 13th, 1955.
Really? Really?
1955.
Wow.
Date of manufacturing. It's in December.
Yeah, 1955, huh? I can't quite read it either, but all right, I'll believe you.
Or 66.
It's something like that, right?
Right.
Is the
Yeah, there's definitely a 1 and 9, and that's either a 6 or a 5.
okay? Yeah, that's way more Proton Pack like.
Right? It's the right size.
Yeah,
Hey, it's gonna work.
it's gonna work.
It's gonna work.
And we still have those pop off, the pop off.
We have the backs that are out of foam. We were talking about changing it into Sintra.
No, we'll do that. But I meant the screws, the button pop screws that the car guys were using that somebody else used to
Yes, you
attach
bought,
this
those
to
are
these.
still in the box. Yes.
Yeah,
those
so we got
still exist.
those.
Yes.
Yeah, all of a sudden there's small excitement about we have the piece that was like missing.
Well, because it's like we have it like so close, but yet so far away. There's just little things.
Yeah.
This is one of them.
Yes, the
The
pack was
electronics is another one of them.
Which, thank you. I know both Bernie Davis and Louis Causey have been sending me, or Bryce New, maybe it's Bryce New,
Yeah.
has been sending me emails, not only about how these connectors fit and where they fit. That was awesome reference. Thank you. They've been trying to give me. Those guys have been giving us a lot of help.
No, I appreciate it.
Yeah,
I've noticed the
definitely appreciate it.
resources,
Yeah.
and it definitely made a big difference using the boat tape versus the other tapes.
It does.
Like, thank you for the terminology to look up and Google. Because
Yes.
that's half the battle sometimes,
is-
just knowing what to Google.
Yeah, it is. It really that is definitely one of the harder things is how to ask for it. So why don't you just ask? How do I ask?
Because Google doesn't like the thing with the
From that one movie with the guy.
twirly, and it's the colors and the thing.
Yeah. And then it vibrates.
And it goes like this.
Yeah, that one.
Yeah.
Get it?
And sometimes it whistles.
So if you guys know what we're talking about, please put a comment in the anyway. Where are we at? Looks like LC2 frames you got there. Lewis immediately knows which frames they are. Of course he does. Let's see. How do I know exactly which frames they are?
Are they labeled?
Now, does it matter? Does it matter? I'm not going for screen accuracy. I just want general
the best
accuracy.
we can do with what we got.
So hopefully we are still in the general area here. This was still considered an Alice pack, and I do not see a stamp mark on the metal part. And I wouldn't trust anything else because I probably put the kidney pad on with Dude's help.
The 1955. No.
Yeah, the 1955 kidney. This is 55. That'd be amazing. I don't think so.
What is the?
Because
Yeah.
I think this is more recent than 55. The kidney thing here, but the shoulder strap you've got.
That was just the date of manufacturing of that thing.
Yeah. So, I don't see a date of manufacturing on this part.
Says
Oh, you do have a stamp on there? Oh, yeah. North American Manufacturing Company, U.S.
Yes.
That's what's
that.
stamped here.
That's what's stamped there.
There used to be something here that fell off because I got sticker goo here.
Oh, here, there's the registration of the date.
Oh, you do?
Is it 04? We'll see right there. Those are dates.
Oh, yeah, that's that could be date or that could be the particular mold that that this buckle came out of. It may not be a date.
I don't know.
Because they do that so they can tell when something fails which ones they have to go look at.
Exactly. So, just peeking, seeing if there was any
Yeah.
identifiable marking. I'm looking in all the wrong spaces like I always do, but that's okay.
No, I'm not seeing any other manufacturing marks on the metal.
Yep, no.
But anyway,
Yeah.
Christopher says LC1 and LC2, as well as Rothko reproductions, are all canon to different movies. Nice.
This needs pockets and it doesn't have them. Oh well.
That sucks.
I didn't design it, so.
Louis Cossie says LC1 frames, black the shoulder straps, have an upside down wide narrow kidney pad. Black the shoulder straps, have an upside down wide narrow kidney pad, 1984 movie. Green and LC2 wider pad, no wide, just straight line strap. Okay.
Nice.
I'm reading it, but I'm not putting in the missing punctuation, but that's okay. Well, Google and Bing, Ask Jeeves, Yahoo, Lalo. Google has an ego. Yeah, it does. Got the V-hooks on there yet? Hey, Ralph. No, we don't, but we have awesome aluminum cast V-hooks, custom made just for our wands that go here, I think. Yanela says, love you, Bruno. Yeah, I'm pretty sure it's here because it's right-handed, so it goes right up there.
I think we're definitely going to have to put like a solid block in
Yeah,
there, like a piece of wood.
Yes, we need
So
a
we
little
can
piece of
drill to
plywood
it.
in there. Yeah, we are.
Well, I was thinking a whole like 2x4, just
Oh, a whole
right
2x4? Sure.
solid. Then we don't have to fill it in, and it'll be in there.
I'm not. Yeah, that sounds good to me.
Just solid block of wood that's that big,
Yeah.
and
So
then
it's not going to add any sufficient weight. Yeah.
yeah.
Louis Cossie says offset the packs with half-inch spacers. The button release screw head things we got
Have a built-in space.
have a built-in spacer. They actually might be closer to 3/4 inch, but
This thing is
at least we'll have
dusty.
spacer. Yeah, there's been a lot of dusting going on in here.
I am feeling it.
We gotta go back, Marty. Back to 1955. Thank you, Advexen.
We have natural wear and tear on this.
Yep.
We do not need to distress it.
Yep. So a user who's literally named YUP in all caps. Yep. Says, dude, those pack frames can hold 100 pounds or so, which is epic for a frame. Yeah. No, those things I know are massive. This would be, especially, okay, so wanting to make big monsters, wanting to make more big creatures. Like, one of the things in high school I really always wanted to make, and I'm not trying to say I'm going to make it now because I don't think it's ever going to happen, was the Gartham from the Dark Crystal. And this, yes, Chamberlain, this would be an excellent way to hold the carapace for the Gartham, because with the system we have with the pop-on screws, you could take the pack off, pop on the carapace, and then start hanging the rest of the hermit crab inside, right? And that would be a way to support the costume to you without having to really hardcore overthink it.
Oh my gosh, costumes can be big, they can be a lot, and support structures are amazing, and you can appreciate a good one when you see it. You're like, oh my gosh, I could make some big wings on that.
Yes,
Or-
you could.
You know what I mean? Like,
And how to make a carapace? Well, my favorite version that I remember seeing that I would entertain more than anything else if I was to bother, and I swear to God, I'm not saying I'm going to be doing it, because I'm probably going to forget all about the fact that I even talked about this in about 20 minutes. I remember looking at art books from Roger Dean, the guy who does the artwork for the Yes album covers and the Asia albums from the 80s. He was a good artist from prior to that. He was working with organic shapes and wanting to make things that way. What he would do is he would take a lattice work of wood over a shape, right, just to get kind of this compound curve. He would lay 1/2 inch to 3/4 inch couch foam over it, and then fiberglass resin directly onto that foam. And the whole thing would then just pop off the lattice work, and you would have this shape without really having to make a mold. Although that was a mold, it was just a positive mold. Mm-hmm. And that would be a way to do the Gartham, because the way they are, and you see them so briefly in the movie anyway, close enough, right? It would work fine. It would be a way of doing it without killing yourself. No, I'm not doing that. Not this week. I got a comment from Yup. Hey, Odin, I love the way you explain when you use tools. I don't have like a lathe and more. Our local sewing shop business went under and it sucks because I wish I could have more help from them. Oh, okay. Yeah, you're welcome. I don't mind trying to explain how I use tools. And it's important to remember that I may not be the best authority at how I'm using the tools. It's just how I use them and how it works for me. So don't be afraid to look for other craftsmen who use the tool.
Who know what they're doing.
Yeah, they may know what they're doing better.
Right tool for the job does make it significantly easier.
Bernie Davis thinks that Jim Henson used the Alice Pack frames to make the turtle shells for the Ninja Turtles.
Oh, that makes complete sense because it's a frame to put
That totally makes sense.
Yeah.
And not too long ago was hanging around by a Ninja Turtle, but didn't think to ask him about it. This kind of jargon calls for a screenshot. One moment. Of course, Vexen. Thank you. Gotta go. Thank you, everyone. Thank you, Schultz. Remember to hit the like button and subscribe.
Yep.
Craftinator says, is that the frame that the Army military used for their backpacks? Yes, but it's outdated. They don't use it anymore, I don't think. And I think someone else commented on that. These Alice Pack frames are Vietnam era for sure. Earlier, judging from the straps you found, because that's going to be more Korea.
65, 55?
55, 65. 65 sounds more accurate to me, but
right?
I don't know.
It's how the thing was rubbed down. It could have been a 6 or a 5.
But yeah, it's totally U.S. military, 60s and 70s. Great way to carry a lot of excessive weight without really straining yourself because the frame would hold it, and then it's all on your shoulders and your hips, and it was much better. Plus, it held the load off of you, so you had airflow, so it wasn't...
That's a big deal.
Yeah, so it wasn't...
cooling puddles in your back,
It wasn't killing your back. I just stepped on Bean's foot. Sorry, dude.
Yeah, there's not really much space down there
No,
anymore.
there isn't, and it's dark, and you can't see any more than I can.
Mm-hmm.
Bernie Davis says the more modern pack frame is called a Molle frame, M-O-L-L-E. Yeah, I've heard of that. Okay, so Louis Cosby says it is a Vietnam era, so it's probably 65.
That makes more sense.
So the Molle frame, I've heard of that. Like the last Armenian store we went to, I think he was talking about that.
Yeah, we just recently had worked on a project, and
I
worked on a project at Odin.
I helped. It was another Gonzo project
For a commercial, it was just I needed military and I needed a rucksack specifically.
Yep. And apparently they're still using the same grab and go sack, whatever
Since
it's called.
Since the 40s, right?
Yeah, or earlier. Yeah.
Yeah, because he's like, no, it doesn't matter what era, it's the same one.
That's what he said. It's like, all right. It was the giant olive drab stuffed sack, which some of the Navy guys that we talked to said, oh yeah, that's the sea bag. It's like, well, I think it's just the bag.
Yeah, there was just the bag, and the rucksack was something different.
Yeah.
We had the 2 different bags, but yeah, it was just like, is this the right era? You're fine.
Yeah, exactly. We're always worried about being the right era.
Well, the thing is the fastest way to find out is to get the wrong one.
The big one that we were trying to do in order to meet the criteria for Gonzo's shoot was to get the modern Army uniform, which that just changed. They went away from digital camo.
Yeah, no, that was from a while. Yeah,
yeah, that was probably a while ago.
You have the right one because it makes a big difference, especially when you are
presenting as an authority.
And details matter. Like, what's the rank? What's their name? Is their stuff in the right spot?
Right.
Yeah, and always the flags look like they're backwards just because of the way they point.
Right. Well, the left side's backwards because you want it to be the idea is you have a flagpole and the flag is blowing away from it. And the American flag is asymmetrical, so the blue field the stars are on are always against the flagpole. So if it hangs the way we're accustomed to seeing it correctly off the right arm, I think maybe one of them, and so on the other arm you need what feels like the reverse of the flag. So if you're walking, the flags are blowing in the right direction. Yeah,
little details.
Yeah.
And sometimes it's my job to know them, and it's not always my job to know them, so I don't always keep that information in my head.
Right.
Like I should. But having good authority sources really does help, and I genuinely appreciate having the military surplus store close by, still alive, and kicking post-panorama.
Yes. Which, by the way, if anyone's in the Sacramento area and you're in dire need of owning your own military surplus store, Action Military Surplus on Auburn Boulevard in Citrus Heights is for sale. The entire store. You can own a business. Just give the guy a call and he's happy to sell it to. He's even got a price listed. So, yeah, that's my pitch for somebody else.
Right.
But I think we're wrapping it up. Thank you very much for coming by. Sorry it's a bit of a shorter stream. Just tired.
You want more
really
Odin
tired.
after he's had a few naps.
Yeah.
Tuesday he's going to be over on my channel, on my live stream, behind the scenes fashions. We're going to paint teeny tiny miniatures for a weird cone cave that I'm working on. So I hope we can see you guys there.
Yep. And that'll probably start about 4 hours earlier than we are right now.
It'll be in the morning time for
Yeah,
us.
in the morning time for us. It'll be a little earlier in the day for everyone else.
Yeah.
But thank you very much for tuning in. Thank you very, very much for tuning in. There is going to be a Let's Play Minecraft type video, although it's not a Let's Play, so I shouldn't say that. With me and Strict Aphid, or Strictly Games. Same guy, different names. And so please check out Strictly Games' channel. He's got some videos going on. And we may play the SCP experience here before too long. It's a Steam game I recently found out about because I'm a fan of the SCP. That's just fun for me. It's monsters. So, yeah. More videos will be coming out from me. I swear. I absolutely promise.
Eventually.
Whenever I get my shop put back together. So.
Right. Get your life back and.
Get my life back in.
Yeah.
Yeah, get my life under
back
control.
into peace.
Next weekend, I'm going to be at Stockton Con. So if you are in Stockton, California, come on down to what used to be called the Stockton Arena, which is a way easier name than whatever the frick it's called now. And we will be there upstairs. Felicia is more than welcome to come along if she's got the time or interest. No pressure because it's a hot ride. Yeah, so we'll be at that con. Next con after that is the Sunrise Mall Con. That's going to happen mid-August, which is called the Weekend Blender. That's a free con in Citrus Heights in the Sunrise Mall. So it's free parking and free admission. Just come on in and say hi. And then it's SAC Anime on what we call Labor Day weekend, which is simply the first weekend in September to the rest of the world. So
some fun things coming up.
yeah, I got some fun things coming up. Other things that'll probably prevent me from getting videos done because I'm making live appearances. Because that's a word. Nimblue says bye bye Doggy Bug, and it's the Craft Painter's also making miniature models.
Awesome.
And Iano, this is reminding me that that's okay. Remember, sleep is great. Yes, it is. You know what's awesome about sleep? When you have weird dreams about monsters trying to eat your hands. Yeah, that happened to me like Bean? 2 nights ago. No, it wasn't Bean. It was like a King Kong variant that was eating a spider at first, and then for some reason looked at me and decided that my hands are kind of spider-like. I'm going to eat that too. And so it starts crawling towards me. So I'm trying to get away, and I fall out of bed. I got a giant Band-Aid up my back because the square corner of the end table of my bedside just tore me up. Yeah.
Okay, maybe you need to gently sleep. Like, you need to be a little more relaxed when you sleep.
When I sleep, I don't even quite so sleep active. Yeah, okay. So I'll leave you guys with that. See you all Tuesday over on Felicia's channel. Thank you very much for tuning in today. Oh, somewhere over here I got the button. Oh, there it is. End stream. There we are. Bye-bye.